What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be looking at the Summer Heat Sarr. So it is two SBCs. It's coming in at around about 135k. So realistically, it's not bad. I feel like it's a good upgrade. Obviously, the last card we got was an SBC for him, and it was for his foot birthday with a 5-star skiller, 4-star weak foot. So we have got the downgrade of the skill moves. So realistically, it depends on what you want from him. I feel like this SBC is very cheap. It's a good upgrade. It's 92 rated. If we were going to just take a quick check on the computer just to see the kind of difference between them two, let's just jump to it now. So as you can see, we've got 185k for his foot birthday, 139 for obviously his summer heat. We've got an extra 5 pace. We've got an extra 3 shooting, 5 defending, we've got 6 dribbling, 3 physical, and 5 passing in general. If you look at the overall stats, we have a good whack of total stats added to this card. So for me, I would say it's 100% worth it. Realistically, if it was maybe going with 5-star weak foot and now it's dropping down to 4, I may be a little bit more kind of apprehensive to do this, but seeing as though it's the 5-star skill moves, realistically, Sarr doesn't need it. So let's jump back into the SBC. I'll show you the last squad that I'm giving up, and we'll do the pack, and we'll then have a look at it in his team, and we'll look at all the stats. So let's have a look at him. We've got 88 acceleration with 87 sprint speed. Defending wise, decent all round, 93, 89, 88. It's not the greatest statted defender in the world. He's got great composure, agility, and balance, which is obviously the big thing, because 6 foot with them sort of stats is nice. Obviously, we'd be looking at something to increase his defending. Would we be looking at a shadow? It's always a potential. It would max out that defending, max out the pace. He's already got the dribbling pretty high up there. The only real lower thing in the dribbling is actual dribbling. We've got good reactions, ball control's decent enough, agility, balance, composure is absolutely perfect. So let's get into it. We've done this squad already. We gave up the 87 foot birthday Sarr because we are going to get a higher rated. I was debating whether to keep every single one in terms of if I've got an 87 Sarr and the 92, we'll both keep them in the club, but realistically we're looking for the highest rated. That is all that I'm kind of focusing on. It doesn't matter about having the versions, and as you can see, again, we've got pretty much players we've got from the 82 to 88, so nothing really to test in there. Just keep doing them. Next up is Firmino, but I thought we'll get this one out of the way as it's a little bit cheaper, because Firmino's going to cost a little bit more to try and do. We only have one SBC left for him, which is the lowest one, so we can get onto that next. We have got his kit on. It is a very nice card, and I like the foot birthday design, but I must admit, the Summer Heat promo is definitely becoming one of my favourite promos we've had so far. So let's jump into the squad. We'll see how he goes and see what kind of squad we're in, and we'll jump from there. Also, if you want to drop a like on the video and if you want to subscribe, that always means a lot to me. We are running on a new computer and everything. I know lighting and everything I'm still getting used to, so definitely stay tuned with all of that, as obviously I'm trying to work out the best sort of scenarios with everything. I do look a little bit whitewashed in this, and I am looking up at the camera now, as it used to be the kind of camera on my laptop. So at a minute, it's getting a bit used to everything, but all the videos should be a lot more crisper now. We should be able to get stuff out a lot more easier, and then I will bear in mind with the audio settings as well. It's something that I am working on. But we've got Sarr in the team. I think we will actually give him a shadow. I feel like that is probably the best way to go. I have got 3 in the club, which has now been moved. I'm pretty sure I've got 3 untradeable as well. Yeah, all 3 are untradeable, so we're going to whack him on. Let's have a look. Go like that. Let's just have a look and see what sort of increase we've got. Obviously, we are partnering there. We've got Mandanda in net just to get the stupid link, the super link, and then we've got Mendy there because we are still doing his objective, and we have got Diaby, who obviously is at this moment of time in recording potentially going to get an upgrade. We're still in the match. We get a plus 11, plus 10, and then we get a very, very nice boost on his defending. So let's see what we can do with him. We'll jump into some gameplay, and then we'll have a look at his overall. So starting off the gameplay with Sarr, obviously, okay, he's kicking it straight out. Obviously going straight into it, the main difference that you're going to find is the 5-star skills, which I don't think it makes too much of a difference. I feel like there's a lot more pressured for a defender to have the weak foot than anything. Yes, the animation will be nice, but realistically, how many skill moves are you using with your centre back? Like, yes, you'll use the occasional ball roll if you're being a bit cheeky, if you're going against someone, but it's normally passing out. So I don't personally think it's too much of a difference. I feel like the biggest thing for me is the fact that the FUT birthday was a very nice design, and that's where it would be with me. We've managed to get a free kick there, and I just know he's going to be a relatively good centre-back. He is cheap, which is always the bonus, and I think most, if not all, SBC players from Summer Heat have been relatively on the money. I feel like the only one that I feel like they may have got wrong is the Jovic card. Yes, we were expecting Kent, so you could say that, but I think Jovic would be the only one that I would say was more expensive than it realistically should be. That being said, obviously, we've had some really good ones, some really very, very decent players. Obviously, as well, I am trying to do a few objectives in this as well. We've got Mendy, Bruno, and we've getting Ibra. I don't think Kubo can be got with the players that I'm using currently. But hopefully Sarr can produce some really good tackles, some decent kind of defending, and we can go from there, really. Sarr with a great tackle. Great tackle. And I lost my voice at that point then. We're going to try and get a Mendy assist if I can. Sarr coming in. Oh, missed it. That's my fault. And Diaby obviously playing that left back role. Sarr seeing it out, and then he's straight on it with Perisic. Oh, no. It's gone through with Williams. He's going to try and cut in. Sarr's going to see him. Virgil's going for the help. Both centre-backs back, and Sarr with a cracking header out as well. And it's the one thing I did like with his FUT birthday. Just the overall presence of him was very, very nice. He was great at his jumping, had a good tackle on him, and overall just a nice centre-back. So I'm expecting to see pretty much the same sort of stats, but even that little bit better. He is 6 foot tall, so still a decent height for a centre-back, if I'm all honest. Yes, we see a lot of 6'3", 6'4", but I still think 6 foot is definitely in the kind of the area of still a very meta centre-back. And obviously he does have the pace. Sarr, again. Oh no, I've gave it to him. Oh no, oh no. Got it. My fault with the defending there, but he did everything he could. Obviously he ran a little bit too far and couldn't get it back, but Polo won, we're going to get it back. Sarr doing work as that kind of last man challenge there. Sarr with a great out. Oh, Sarr with a cracking challenge. Gets us on the front foot straight off the bat. It's Bruno. Bruno. Oh, it's a cracking save. Good possession play from Sarr there. Gets the ball back straight into the opponent's heart. Sarr cleans up nicely. That's just poor from me. Gotta watch him. And Van Dijk makes sure I don't make that mistake again. Literally, that is how he scored his first goal. Just a stupid pass from myself, not looking where I'm passing. And it ends up in the back of the net. So, Sarr doing work. It's mainly my sort of defending at the minute that's really costing me. Sarr again. Beautiful stuff. Oh. Sarr being absolutely fantastic in the back. Honestly, I couldn't really ask for a better centre-back in terms of the rating and the price that you can get for him. Very, very solid. Always there when you need him. And that for me is the biggest one right there. Virgil's normally very, very good for that. Is the just the ability to be there. And you don't get that with many centre-backs. Always being able to rely on one player being there all the time. And now we've got Virgil and Sarr. It's a very, very nice combination. Both very quick. Obviously, it's 99 Virgil, so he's bound to be a very good centre-back regardless, being the highest rated. But Sarr's a very nice partnership with him. He's got some good abilities. He's on the ball, he's decent. Obviously, some of my passing isn't amazing right now. I think defending, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's the pressure of trying to have to win it with a challenge, especially with a left-back assisting and scoring. It's become very difficult to kind of make everything right. Normally defending, I'm relatively good at defending, and attacking is normally where I'm struggling. But Sarr is making it a little bit easy. It's just the passing side of it that I'm necessarily letting him down on. Again, he makes that touch. Just even that slight touch does all of it, basically. Sarr doesn't get the block, but he's there. Obviously, Mandanda having to pull off a save once in a while, and I've realised why I'd actually have never put Mandanda in net. He is dog awful. Sarr cleaning up again, as he does pretty much most of the game. Sarr's on a 2-on-1 here. Oh, no, I didn't get it didn't connect it. Virgil's cleaning up, though. This is what I mean. The partnership between them two. Obviously, a little bit of bad standing from my half, which it's a 50-50. You can either kind of go for it or you let him run and you just keep letting him run until he can't. That is an atrocious shot. And unfortunately, I got it wrong in that scenario. But that's where you have another centre-back that is just as good, just as quick in the zone right there. Sarr with a cracking challenge on Bruno before he makes that kind of drag back there. So going into the overall review for Sarr's Summer Heat. Honestly, the SBC price is fantastic. We played a few games with him. A couple of rage quits here, there and everywhere. Obviously, players just disconnecting. We obviously are getting a few disconnects ourselves. We got one in Sarr's review. And honestly, it's getting ridiculous now. We're getting so many. The big kind of problem with this guy is this goalkeeper right here. Honestly, put him in the bin. Put him in the bin. Do not link him with Mandanda, honestly. You could do it so many other ways. I just went with that because I thought, you know what? We'll give him a try. I've not really played with him. And honestly, do not play with Mandanda. He is atrocious. So you can link him other ways. Obviously, if we were to just go with the obvious from Foot Birthday, which is who we linked with him to start with, is obviously Amavi. A cracking player. All you'd need then is another link. I think you could probably get away with... No, yeah, you'd need one more link. So you could either go a centre-mid that's French, or you could obviously go with another centre-back that's French, and then have the goalkeeper linked to whoever there. You could go with Lloris, obviously a better goalkeeper. I think even a special version of Lloris is better than Team of the Season Mandanda, because Mandanda was awful. For me, I've always trusted Alisson in net, and I can see why now, because Mandanda was atrocious. Obviously, we have got the link if we really wanted to with Zidane. We also had Desai as well, but he doesn't get the strong link then to Alisson. But there is plenty of ways to get him. I think he's definitely worth the coins, 130k, cheaper than his Foot Birthday. So if you did that, I'd assume that you'd probably want to do this card as well if you are collecting them. There is a lot of centre-backs. There is a lot of choices out there. So this isn't like the best choice centre-back that you can have right now. But as an SBC... very fair price, good card in general, nice French links, especially if you have just got that Mendy. We have got that Mendy during this review, and then obviously as well, during this review, Diaby has got himself a 95 version, so he will be going up soon. So already you're looking at a huge French kind of summer heat wing there. So definitely have a look. I'm personally giving him an 8.5. I feel like there's better out there, but... for the price, the SBCs, I think in general have been, like I said, everyone but Jovic has been fair price in my opinion. I do like this promo, and I think they're definitely giving us what we want. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you all for the next one.